Pyro Live community has been speculating and analyzing every nanosecond of Pyrocynical's life to determine their gender. If it wasn't obvious enough, a lot of trans people think Pyro was an egg, me included. I'm extremely proud of him, or her, I don't really care about their pronouns, because coming out to family and friends is already hard enough. Almost like a piece of your soul that is super vulnerable being exposed for others' opinions, misconceptions, and prejudices to latch onto. I can only imagine how that would feel on a mass scale, like coming out of the closet in front of the entirety of the World Wide Web. I will stop yapping and get into the coming out video in question, but I think it's extremely funny how the community and people around him knew before he did, which is common, but Pyro being a public figure, we get to see it from a different perspective and grift off his content.
I'm not like well versed in this at all, and I know this is like a fucking minefield to talk about, but I know
it is a
like,
minefield for sure, but it is, I think it is kind of easy just to give like a yes or no answer to it.
In the UK, I know a lot of people do get that kind of like independent review to like kind of see if I can go trans or I can't go trans, you know, or get the medication to start, you know, the funny woman pills or whatever.
Funny woman pills.
That also depends. that also depends on like who's in government. Obviously, if you're in a household where you know you feel like you're trans and your parents don't support that, like that's shit, and you need to get that support. But also, I remember as a kid when I was younger, I was convinced, I psyoped myself into thinking I was like a midget, like a manlet, right? And it is life-changing.
I mean, for anything that big, you should be getting an opinion from multiple sources.
Yeah. And also, I'm literally not trans, so I feel like, you know, to speak on other people's behalf is really fucked.
Despite popular opinion, yeah.
Despite popular opinion.
I'm gay.
I mean, how do we feel about it with the trans thing? Like, do you think under 18 is okay? Over 18 is okay?
I think we have to agree with whatever you think, Pyro. What do you think about that?
Okay, an example for me, right? Like, when I was growing up, when I was a kid, when I was like 10, I played with like... I had a sister. This might have like played into it.
Here we go.
Like,
here we go.
No. Wait.
So you used to dress up in her clothes. You used to play with her toys. What happened?
No. I would play like with her toys and stuff, and like watch like kind of like girly Barbie films with her and stuff. And I do think to myself, like,
Makes
you know,
sense.
Thank you.
You mentioned it in the Patreon episode, but you actually went and flew to meet the creator of Cruelty Squad, right? The video that's not coming out ever.
I went to Helsinki in Finland and I interviewed the game's creator.
What voice is this?
Just average Nordic person.
Well, he was Finnish, but yeah. I mean, my girlfriend sounds like that as well, to be fair, so.
Did he make you finish? Was it a little gay meeting?
Yeah, he sucked me off a little bit. I was like, no, stop. And I lifted up my skirt and he was like, no, you'll come.
What the fuck?
Keep that in.
You want me to keep that in, do you?
He's got the guys.
Mr. Sandman, bring me a dream. Make him the cutest that I've ever seen. Give him two lips like roses and clover. Then tell him that his lonesome nights are over.
Who is that cute little lesbian and how tight is her pussy? I'm going to start a new makeup channel. I'll be showing makeup tutorials, how to apply your primer, mascara, all that kind of stuff. It'll be a great time. You don't want to do that. You'll put that mascara on. You want to get fucked by a man. What I'm really trying to do here is signal some form of communication. So what you want to do why am I putting on the voice? Am I fucking gay? I'm probably fucking gay.
Like, I looked into it heavily.
Yeah, it would be illegal.
Like, yeah, this was like before YouTube money as well. And that
you looked
like,
into it heavily. So
yeah.
Pyro, you had vocal dysmorphia and body dysmorphia.
What's vocal dysmorphia?
Remember, you thought your voice wasn't right.
Oh yeah. So guys, we did it.
I did the fake deep voice. That might even be a thing. I don't know. I look back on those videos, like, because they'll come up and recommend it, and I'll cringe, and I'll be like, why the fuck did I do that?
If he wasn't comfortable with the sound of his own voice and had embarrassment from it, he had dysphonia. He had vocal dysmorphia.
Hillary Clit. I'm voting for Hillary Clit. Hillary Clit or Donald Dick. Comment down below.
I'm extremely happy for Pyrocynical. I think straight pride is a real thing, and I'm happy that he's finally out of the closet, because being in the closet is very dark and decrepit. Like my fucking anus. Being a straight white male in today's society can be hard, So his bravery will not go unrecognized. Thank you, Pyrocynical, for coming out as straight. Cheers, mate.
Dude, this video sucks. Or does it? You know, I am a trans woman, and there's a lot of trans people in Pyro's community. Regardless of all the clickbaity stuff you saw before, you clicked on this video. What does that say about you? Do you think Pyrocynical is transgender and stuck in the closet? Or maybe this is a total surprise to you? The point I'm trying to make is Pyrocynical has a lot of egg moments and does a lot of egg-like behavior, if you will. I'm not going to go into every instance of this because then it would be longer than the Darkwood video. But I think it's incredibly important as trans people to not be overbearing when it comes to Pyro's gender, because maybe he isn't transgender, or in even worse case, he is. Not that being transgender is bad, but we don't want to push him back into the closet even further than he already is, do we? These are my actual thoughts, and less of like rage-baity garbage, but a lot of the people aren't really watching up to this point in the video. But if you are, then you probably are transgender, and you probably think Pyro is transgender, or at least thought he might be, to a certain extent. If you're gonna take away anything from this video, as a trans woman, I think it's incredibly irresponsible to full out come out say, oh my god, Pyrocynical's an egg, yada yada yada, you know, and do all this stuff. Because if he sees it, and he is, and he's really struggling with his gender identity, we're only making it worse for him. And that's not good. This community is supposed to be a safe space for everybody. Maybe I'm just thinking about it way too hard, but I'll leave that up to you. If you enjoyed this slop, I'd appreciate a subscription.
I'll probably try and make that a once a week thing, so there's at least some point where there's interaction. It's going to be like Fridays with PewDiePie, but with a lesbian.
Let's overthrow Pyrocynical's main channel.